Why, hello everyone. Welcome to Redneck Ways. How's everybody out there in YouTube land? Well, I hope you guys said fine and dandy. Guys, tonight, I guess we'll call this game night. A couple videos ago, I was trying to get my old Atari hooked up. And I was having a lot of problems because it was dusty. Everything was dusty. And I didn't have very good success in that video. And I was wanting to show you guys one of my favorite games, Kaboom. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's Kaboom. There's what the front looks like. And I played this game for hours when I was younger. So I got it in pretty clear, about as clear as I possibly can. So I thought we'd check out a couple games tonight, and in my collection. And one of them will be Kaboom, and then we could check out the original Donkey Kong, and then another one of my favorite games was Barnstorming, and then I also like Mousetrap, and I loved Pinball for Atari. And I always had a pinball game for every system I had. If they made a pinball game for the system, I was up there to get it. This was the video pinball. So I thought we check these games out, and I'll share them for you guys. For some of you guys my age, you probably played these when you was a kid. And for anybody that stops in as a little younger, this is the games we played back in the 70s and 80s. A little story about this Atari. It's actually a video arcade, and it's a Sears brand, and they made it. Atari made it for Sears. And when me and my brother got this, we was just so happy. We was shocked. We got it for Christmas, I think in '81. It took us a couple years because my dad had got laid off. There's 5 years difference in me and my brother's age. So from probably about 2, I think my dad got on the steel plant when I was about 2. And then he was there 5 or 6 years and he got laid off. And so I was the only kid there for a little while, so I was a little spoiled. I had everything I wanted, and then my brother came and still had what I wanted, all the new toys. So I had all I wanted. But then when Dad got laid off, I think it was in '83, there was a dry spot there, and there, the money was kind of tight. We always had a roof over our head, and Dad and my mom, they would go out and do all kinds of different side jobs. I remember them painting houses, big 2-story houses, and me and my brother were just little, and they just set us up a little thing in the corner for us to play, and they'd get busy and make the money for the rent. And they actually worked for a man, and that they rented off of, and that's how they would pay their rent. He had other rental properties, and they would go and they get some of the other houses ready to be rented out. So I remember a lot of old plumbing that my dad, even I have a really good memory of my dad's dad, my papa, coming over helping in an old house. It's what you call a shotgun house. And if you don't know what a shotgun house is, it's a house, and when you walk through the front door, you walk straight back and you walk through every room. You go to the living room, to the first bedroom, to the dining room, to the next bedroom, to the kitchen, then to the bath. It's what they call it, a shotgun house. And we lived there for a couple years. But I remember my papa and my dad fixing the sewer in the basement of that thing. And back then, those sewer pipes were huge, I was just like, oh my God. And then I remember my mom said, don't be touching that because that's got poop in it. And I was like, oh God, it's nasty. But I remember back in a little cubby, it was like a little door back in the back of that basement. and people used to store their old Christmas lights and Christmas trees and stuff. But there was a drum set, guys, and it was Kiss. It was a Kiss. I loved it. I wish I had it today. It was like a little kid's drum set, and it had Kiss on it, and just it had all of them on the front of the snare or the bass drum, and I remember that. And my mom back then, of course, a lot of parents thought that it was like Satanists and stuff. So, it didn't go over too well with my mom. But needless to say, I got to keep it in the basement and go down there and play on it. But yeah, somebody just left it. I mean, it was kind of ratty-tatty, but, it was still cool find. I was getting ready to say how to get on that subject. But anyway, when me and my brother got this, I think it was 82 or 83, we wasn't expecting much for that Christmas, We always got something, but we did want Atari because our cousins got the Atari first, and we played it, not a lot, but when we visited, and we absolutely fell in love with the Atari. I mean, it was like the neatest thing in the world. You can imagine a time there was no cell phones, that you could go and play pinball, and you had to go to an arcade or something like that to play the pinball. And then I think there was a couple other little games here and there, but really there wasn't no games at all. And then when Coleco came in with Pong, or was it Coleco when Pong? Maybe Pong was the name of something. Anyway, Pong was like the first game system that you could get in your house at home, and it was only one game. It was just hitting the balls back and forth. And then I think there was another little system, but when Atari came, I mean, that was a big deal, guys, big deal. So you could imagine how happy me and my brother was at that Christmas of '83. It'll always be right there in my one top 10 in my memory of the best things that happened in my life. So I'm going to share with you guys, and probably take a couple videos, but some of my favorite games. And I'm still looking for some that I don't have. Some's got lost on the way throughout life, but I want, excuse me, I'm trying to find Joust. That's kind of a hard one to find, like at a flea market or something. So I'll probably have to end up ordering it online. I think they're like $30 or something online. And I don't really, if I don't have to pay that, I don't want to. Hopefully I can find it. So far I've been finding for like a quarter, whatever. That's why this one here was a quarter. And just a few minutes ago, I finally got it fixed where it actually worked good. And it's great, guys. Great memories, just memories flooding back playing it. So, me hush, and let's get playing. Alrighty. Alright, here we go. Now, the object is the bombs, the little prisoner. He goes back and forth, and he's dropping bombs, and you gotta catch him with your thing. And it's with this controller here, it's the pedals. So when you get hit, if you miss a bomb, you lose one of your little paddles down here until you don't have any. So alright, here we go. Hopefully she plays. Yep. And I haven't played it for a while, guys, so I'm not super good like I used to be. Let me see if I can darken this up a little bit. Is that better, guys? He gets faster. Back then, too, games wasn't like today. Like, if you get killed in a game or something, now you could just keep continuing and go, continue. Back then, even on the Nintendo, most games, you only had 3 lives. And once your 3 lives was up, it didn't matter what part of the game you was in. That was it. That's game over. So that's one of the big difference in gaming today. So, same thing on this. 3 strikes and you're out. I lost one of them. See, I'm down to 2. And it's harder because it's easier with 3. So when you lose that one, Ah! I think it ripped me off. Now I only have one. And it's super hard, just one. Okay, there's Kaboom, guys. So the next one we'll play, because I don't want to bore you. Let's play this one more time. See if I get a little bit better. Starts out real slow. Aha, 300. Oh gosh, see? Ha 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 ha, 550. I don't know if I can do this one, guys. This is going to be super fast. Here we go. $1,000. You seen it right here. Oh, I still got it over all these years. Let's see how fast it is now. Oh, Lord. Right off the rip. Here we go. Man. Did I lose my streak? Ah. Alrighty, guys. Let me set up the next game. I'm going to show you all the original Donkey Kong. Alright, guys. Here's Donkey Kong. Yeah, I lost on my little figurine here. It was like, it's not Legos. I forget what this was called. He came with a little motorcycle. He fell off my dresser one time and broke his hand off. But there's Donkey Kong on his barrel. And I guess that's him up here. So that would be Donkey Kong up here. And he's rowing the barrels. And believe it or not, that is supposed to be Mario. That's supposed to be Mario. So he's doo-doo-doo, and he's jumping barrels and stuff and going up ladders. But yeah, he sure has came a long way, hasn't he? Alrighty, guys, let's start this game. Donkey Kong. Get 2 lives. He can jump. And you're trying to save the princess. This is way before Mario Brothers. You can get this little hammer over here too. And knock the barrels out. But you can't climb the ladder with it, so you just gotta get points with it. Oh no. Ah, I should have made it. Now, I got this hooked up to a little black and white TV. I tried to hook it up to my Zenith floor model, my 82 model, 1982. But I was having problems getting this thing even to work, so I hooked it to black and white. But we played black and white all the time because when we was kids, because there was a rumor, I don't know how true it was, but the rumor was that, or the tale, or whatever you want to call it, the urban legend, I guess probably a better thing, is that Atari would tear your color television up. I don't know how true that is. So needless to say, we played it on a little black and white TV like this. Me and my brother didn't have color TVs in our room till probably 89, 90. What? You can't go over that? You know, me and him both got a 19-inch color television for Christmas. I think it was 1990. But we had little black and whites all that time before. which I wouldn't change anything. Just I think the way everything went just really helped me appreciate life and appreciate my stuff, take care of my stuff. Man, see, this is not an easy game. We didn't get nowhere, but all right. There's Donkey Kong, guys. I think we have time to do one more. Let's see which one. Let's see. Let's do the pinball. Let's do the pinball, and because I don't want to take us over half an hour, and we'll do the pinball, and then maybe a couple of days I'll do another video, and I like to share all my games with you guys. So, all right, let me get it set up. Looks like she's getting a little snowy. Give me 1 second. All right, guys, here we go. This is Pinball from, I think, 1987. Man, I lost the ball that fast. I don't like it, for one. The only thing I don't like about it is you don't have control of both. It's just one movement on the kickers. I don't know why they didn't fix it where you could do the left and right. I guess they didn't have much options. I don't know why it's trying to get snowy on us. I guess because it's about 50 years old, maybe. I had a really hard time getting it back playing. I had to take the air compressor and blow out the controllers and the system, and it still ain't perfect. The little boxes that you hook to the cable to the TV, that's the one thing that really gives you problems with them. I don't know if they sell new O stock of those or not. I have 3 of them, and none of them work 100% perfect. Come on, get over here. But that's just pinball, guys. Not super exciting. But, like I said, back in the day, it was awesome because we didn't have nothing like this until then. Alright, guys, I hope you all enjoyed watching me play my old games, watching me go back in time to my childhood. Oh, what a sweet time that was. I hope all you guys out there are having a great evening. I hope everybody's doing fine, everybody's doing well, and everything's going your guys' way. Until the next one, guys, I'll see you right here at Redneck Ways. If you guys like these, like I said, I like to share all these games with you guys. Like I have about 30, so we can break it down half an hour, about 4 or 5 videos, and share all my ATARI games, and maybe almost all of them have stories with them. So, alrighty, bye guys.